Hey, what's up, YouTube? YouTube. Happy Saturday to you. Man, it's a gorgeous day today. It feels like it's 80 degrees already, man. Got a nice little breeze. The breeze got a little bit of heat to it. Sunny Cali. Can't get much better than that. We're to do our little morning coffee run. I don't know if I can call it morning coffee run because it was almost noon by the time I got there. But we did what we had to do. And that's one less thing we got to do today. So, like I said, we outside. What we're going to do is we're going to start calling this big green thing right here. We're going to start calling it Big Homie. You know what I'm saying? And the Humvee, we're going to start referring to it as Lil Homie. Make it simple. Alright? That way you guys can relate and maybe bond with the vehicle. With the videos, with the subject lines, etc. So anyway, I'm about to walk to the house. I think we received a package the other day. Pretty big package. So I'll go ahead and unveil that with you. Give me a minute. Peace out. Yeah, so like I was saying, YouTube, got this package I had ordered. It's a major accessory for the Humvees, for the Humvee world. It's a spare tire carrier. And since I want to be correct with the identity of the truck, I want to keep the theme going with the military look. It was an accessory that I had to get. It's kind of hard to find, but we'll get into it in just a second. YouTube. All right. As you can see, we're right in front of the garage right here. And I got this big crate, big pallet, right in front of it. I can't even open the door. See what I mean? Can't even open the door to my garage. That's a problem I can live with, though, because I'm about to crack this thing open. You and I together. But this came on a 18-wheeler, a smaller size 18-wheeler. Lift gate, lowered it down, pallet jacked it up to the door. I think Estes, E-S-T-E-S, Estes, delivery service dropped it off to me. But what's inside, like I said, is a spare tire carrier for Humvees. And they're hard to get because, for one, they don't make them anymore. Two, the people that have them, that try to sell them, want a pretty penny for them. So I happen to find one that's NOS, new old stock, from the military, or from someone that purchased them from the military. Apparently they've been sitting on them for a long time. And they have, I think, about 11 or 13 of these brand new spare tire carriers. And what's special about these is not only do they carry the spare tire, which is extremely heavy, when you're talking about 37-inch tire, but this spare tire carrier lowers it down to ground level. Because you can buy another aftermarket spare tire carrier all day long. They on eBay all day long. They on the internet all day long. Problem is, when you need to change out a spare, how do you get it off of that back of that truck that's 6 feet off the ground, 5 feet, 6 feet off the ground? How do you pick the tire back up and stick it back on the carrier again? You're not doing it. Especially if you're a one-man show. You by yourself in a scenario. You're never getting that tire back into that vehicle, even if it's into the bed of the truck, if you have a 4-man truck or a 2-man truck. So I wanted the authentic look of the Humvee. So therefore I wanted the specific spare tire carrier for the Humvee. And like I said, these things aren't cheap, but we got one. Got a couple other things to go with the Humvee to complete the look that I want. Maybe 1 or 2 other items that I still need to get, but we're getting there. So eventually, when the thing gets painted, slap on all these new accessories that I have, and it should look like a winner. At least it will be to me in my book. And believe it or not, finding certain parts for these Humvees can be challenging. It's almost like having an old school car. I like Impalas. So a certain year Impalas, trying to find original accessories for a particular year Impala is very hard to find. And when you do find them, you're gonna cough up a pretty penny just to acquire it. So that's what I'm noticing about these Humvees. People know what they have. They know which items are hard to come by. And from that moment on, the price goes up. If you even find them to begin with. So, for Big Homie over there, the Beast, the green 5-ton, like I told you, the new official name for it is Big Homie. Parts are a dime a dozen. They're all over the place. There's nothing really on it that's unique. You know what I mean? So you can find things all day long for it. But we're in a whole nother ball game now. This is almost like dealing with 59 Impala convertibles in the lowrider scene. Finding things for those, or for that particular vehicle, is very difficult and very costly. So anyway, appreciate you being here with me. We're gonna crack this bad boy open one way or another, so I can get it out of the front of my garage for one. Two, show you the contents. And another thing, this crate, a very old crate, 2000, I don't know exactly what year, but it was shipped from the military, or shipped to the military in this particular crate, from whoever the manufacturer was of these spare tire carriers. So this is the original crate it came in, which is why it's still crated, and we'll go from there. Let's bang at it. There she is. There it is, YouTube. Official military spare tire carrier. This thing is actually bolted to the crate, to the floor of the crate. So I gotta get some tools. Go ahead and get the screws out of the wood. Be right back. Gotta have you some tools. You'll be working on anything, any type of vehicle. Gotta have your tools. All right, YouTube. I had these bolts in there, holding it down to the pallet. So I knocked those out. Also, I just realized it's got a part number attached to the outside of the box. So there's a part number there called a retainer kit. So if that part number helps you out in locating one for yourself, I actually know of a party that has quite a few of them still. So if you contact me, DM me, whatever, maybe I can be a resource for you. But I was saying this crate was from way back when. I think it's actually in the serial number. $19.95. That's a long time ago for some of y'all. Let me put you right back down. Ooh, the bad boy heavy. Everything about this thing is heavy. 1/4-inch thick steel. Solid plates that are bent to shape. This attaches to the bumper. And boy, this thing is heavy duty. This is definitely military grade. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Woo! YouTube, I think I just did a workout, boy. This thing feels like it's supposedly the whole package was 150 pounds. I think this thing alone was 150 pounds. Anyhow, this part still got grease on it. This part here slides into that holder right there. Here's your key. It's very important to have. You're missing this. Sometimes it's very hard to find just the key itself. But this key allows you to ratchet this carrier. You swing it out from the bumper, away from the vehicle, and you ratchet it or lower it with the wheel on the carrier down to the ground. So it has a ratcheting system. That's why it's so expensive. That's why it's so unique. That's why it's so desired. Because of this ratcheting system here. Most carriers that people fabricate, they just swing open, swing closed. There's no way of getting the tire to the ground or getting the tire from the ground back onto the carrier. Now with one person anyway. So, this part also attaches to the bumper on the other end. So when the spare tire carrier swings closed, it sits in this channel right here. Lock it down with this clevis pin, and looks like we got some grade 8 fasteners, bolt and washer kit, nuts. So it's a complete kit. It's the original kit. Oh, we ain't done. We ain't done. More grade 8 bolts, washers, nuts, parts content sheet, some washers for this guy here, the rubber, well, not rubber, but some type of grommet. It's like a steel grommet. A few of these nuts and bolts are all rusted out just from receiving moisture by being in this crate since since 1995. So I can live with that. I can definitely live with that. It's nothing to go buy some new bolts, nuts, and washers. So there we have it, YouTube. A new vital component for the Humvee, for Lil Homie. We're getting closer, YouTube. We are getting closer. Remember, we don't start nothing we can't finish around here. So till next time, YouTube, I'll keep you posted on the videos. Keep following along. And we'll see what happens on the next portion. Stay tuned. Till next time. Peace out.